Is it a home that's been on the market for 2 months? If so, that's a different conversation. And the way we would strategize how we would write that offer is different than if it's a brand new property that just hit the market. One of the things that happens often is buyers will say, I'm not interested in the house at that price. And because we've been in this situation for the last several years where it's all you hear on the news is houses are bidding wars and they're going way over list price. Well, what happens is buyers often will say, I'm not interested because that's not the price I like. I'll just keep an eye on it and wait for the price to drop. Well, you're not the only buyer doing that. And what ends up happening is it's not only you, but it's the other buyers as well that are sitting around waiting for that house to drop. And maybe it's 30 days later, maybe it's 15 days later, maybe it's 45, doesn't matter. At some point that seller, if they're not selling it, realizes I've overpriced my house, it needs to be brought down. They bring that price down to where the sweet spot is, where it should have been. Well, that's great. Now it's come down to a price you're interested in. Well, guess what? Those other 5 people that are also waiting, they're in the same situation and now they're excited as well. Now, guess where you're at? You're in an offer or in a multiple offer situation. That's not good for you. If you say, I like this house and I'm interested in this home, but not at this price, it just feels a little bit too high and it's been sitting on the market for any length of time, write the offer. Let's sit down, let's strategize a spot where it makes sense, where the price should be. That doesn't mean lowballing, because if you offend the seller with a lowball offer, they're not going to want to work with you and negotiate to any place of mutuality. But if we can talk about where's really the sweet spot for this home, where should it be priced given its location, given the condition, let's put that offer together and write it and put the ball in the court of the seller. Let the seller make that decision. Maybe they say no. What have you lost? You've lost the time it took to write the offer and sign the offer. But you now at least know, and you've told the seller through the offer, here's what your house is really worth. The seller might not say yes to the offer. The seller might say, I won't do that, but I'll do this. Now we're negotiating. Now we've opened a dialogue to create a conversation to find that place that you're willing to pay and they're willing to sell. And in the process of you doing that, we're now putting ourselves in the position of you getting the home that you want. And those other people that are waiting for the price to drop, they don't have that opportunity anymore because we've now gotten the house to the place where it should have been and we've worked to get to that place.